Yo, what is going on, you guys? Happy Friday. Brendan with Atlas Stationers coming at you live from Chicago. We are here to do another set of takeovers. We've got two brands going on today. First brand is going to be Cross, and then at 2 p.m. Central Time, we will be going over Schaefer. So for those of you who don't know, both of these pen companies are very traditional in the sense that their fine writing instruments are more on the classic side, you know, your gold, your black lacquer, your silver. Both actually have a lot of heritage and a lot of culture around both companies. Cross was started in the 1800s. Schaefer was started in 1912. So it truly is amazing how long both companies have been a staple in the fine writing community, in the industry. So we are incredibly excited to show you what we've got going on today. We will be welcoming special guest Diana, who is from Ohio. So we'll give her a few minutes to join us. Keep in mind, you guys, we will be playing some trivia at the end of each video. We'll give away some really cool product, as well as have a really cool discount today. So the promotion that will last through Sunday at 11:59 p.m. Central Time is we are going to offer an additional 15% off on all Cross and Schaefer products. So if you don't know, both product lines are already offered at 20% off, but you take an additional 15% off. So a really, really big deal for you guys. While we wait for her to join, if you guys have any questions about today or about the agenda, please ask now. John, what's poppin', my man? Good to see you in here. I think Kenny's in here as well, so we're getting the legends joining us. But perfect. Diana, I see that you have joined, so I'm gonna go ahead and bring you on live. We're gonna welcome you and we'll get started. We've got a packed day full of tons of great product. So here we go, you guys. Diana, how are you?
I'm good. How are you? Can you see me okay?
I sure can. Can you hear me and see me as well?
I see you, yes.
Okay, perfect. Well, first off, thank you for joining us today. You know,
Thank you.
every time we team up with you, it's one of my favorite times. You've been working with Atlas since longer than I've even been around here. It's got to be 10 to 15 plus years or something like that. So first off, we wanted to say thank you on behalf of my family and the company for all the great work that you do. And it's great to have you here today.
Yeah.
If you don't mind, before we begin, I know we have a jam-packed day with lots of product to go over, but can you just give a short introduction about yourself, who you are, how you got into the pens?
Okay. Well, my name is Diana Felgenhauer, and I'm from Cleveland, so I live in the northeastern Ohio area. I have been with Cross, I think 32 years, so a long, long time, and done a variety of things for Cross. But one of my favorite things has been selling to directly to the entrepreneurial, the small independent stores. I just love it. I love the atmosphere. They make great decisions, work together well, and that's what I love. But so I do have a lot of history with Cross, and when I first started, we only made Cross. So since then, we've come a long way with all different sizes, styles, and different technologies over the years.
Absolutely. Yeah, there's been a lot of changes in terms of the product that's put out. You guys offer so many different styles, all the way from ballpoints, rollers, fountains, multifunctions, pencils. So you guys are really doing it all, and it's quite impressive.
And a
Perfect.
wide variety of diameters. You know, in the old days, it was just a very slim Century, and now we have, Century 2, we have Townsend, we have Peerless, all different sizes, weights, finishes. And although we can't do it on a Instagram call like this, the nice thing is to be able to touch and feel the pen, so you can feel the weight, feel how it feels in your hand. And every pen line has something different for each person.
Absolutely. Yeah, we'll get into that as well, you know, from the super thin profile pens of the Classic Century to the thicker profile pens to the Peerless. So basically, there's a pen for everybody
that
Cross has to offer. So we'll see what we can do for the crowd today. We'll see what we can get in their hands. But here we go, Diana. Let me get on my agenda real quick. So yeah, we'll do Cross right now in this video, and then at 2 p.m. Central Time, we'll move into Schaefer. It's only right to split them up because two separate pen brands, but also a lot offered in each. So first up, let's jump into some newer product. The first thing I have on the list is the micro knurls. I have the Century 2s. I'm not too sure what you have over there, but if you want to explain a little bit about these.
Sure, sure. So let me just tell you that the micro mural is super cool. It just has this great look. It makes the finishes look good. We have it in a variety of colors and in a variety of lines. So we now are putting it out in Century, Century 2, ATX, and Townsend. Okay, so there's a lot there. Also, there's actually micro knurls that are not blue that are in Peerless too. It's just a metal pen that's been etched that way, and it really does feel great. I mean, here's now Brendan showing the Century 2s. I have an ATX in blue. We have blues. We have more of a titanium gray. And most of these, in the ATX line that I'm showing, they have the matching appointments. Whatever the pen color is, the appointment matches it. So the blue has blue, including the pen tips. So it's very cool. Some people might want to see. But Micro Mural is really an awesome finish. I think if you haven't seen it or tried it, you'll want to take a look at it. Very classy. And with Cross, we do a lot of engraving on the pens for people who would like to do that. And there are panels on the cap that are black that don't have the micro knurl, so we can engrave right on here should you want to do that for yourself or a friend.
Yeah, I really fell in love with the ATXs that came out. That's so cool how you match the nibs, the grip section, and the barrel of the pen. And I'm pretty sure, I mean, granted, my career in the pens, it's only been a few years, but this is the first time I've ever seen a blue nib on a fountain pen. It's just killer.
You know what? I unless there's somebody else, I don't recall ever seeing one in any brand line, but that might be wrong, but I don't recall that. So I think it's pretty cool. I love the blue. And
Yeah.
Cross has a few color stories that are going on for 2020. One is this beautiful blue that Brendan's holding. That is just a gorgeous blue color. And male, female, everybody loves blue. So that's a
Hmm.
great color. Blue is one. We're also doing a lot in the greens. And uh, I'm just going to, I'll talk about this after, but just so you can see, we got a lot of greens. That's a real color story for us this year, as well as what we call stealth, or the all black on black. How well this is showing up. This is an all black on black. And those are our three color stories for 2020. Every year, it's kind of interesting to see what's going to come out. Designers out there in the world pick these colors that are colors of the year. And then, Cross many times will mimic that, because, and as in all products, you'll see that in cars, you'll see that in all kinds of products. But it's interesting to see. And I am a fan of the blues and the greens and the stealth. I really like them. I think they're so sharp.
Absolutely. And knowing Cross and how traditional the brand is in
Yeah.
terms of the black lacquer, the gold trim, the
Mm-hmm.
chrome and steel, to me it seems like it's a little out of their elements, but they still killed it doing a blue, a green. The stealth I
Well,
could see. Stealth is definitely classy, but they still bring that classy element and that traditional element towards these certain styles, and it's really sweet. Especially, even we'll take a look, like for example, the Wanderlust. I mean,
yeah.
the fact that they were able to make that and keep it as classy as it is, I mean, it's pretty sweet.
Yeah, and the Wanderlust, I mean, that you've got a couple there I think I saw on your tray.
Yeah.
Um, that's got such a cool history because it's a sublimated product that's been decorated and engraved. So when we first started out making, we did it on Century 2, which is what Brendan is showing on the screen there. We first started out many years ago doing little polka dots and stuff like that. They were just sublimated. Sublimation is a process where they put that actual design onto the pen and lacquering. There's a lot of process that goes on there. But with Wanderlust and Botanica, they also went ahead and etched into all the little designs. And then they filled them with either silver or gold. And they just have an amazing art feel to them. Very cool, very different. And of course, it's an all metal pen, which is awesome for Cross because, as many of you might know, and one of the reasons why we've been so successful over the many years is that Cross is a lifetime mechanical guarantee on all products, no matter what they are. So if anything ever happens to your pen, it does have that lifetime guarantee and take care of it. But you can see how beautiful that finish is on the wanderlust. They're really cool. I was so, when you've done this for 30-some years, you see your friends, and when a new one comes out, and I just get so excited when it's something I love. I love this one.
The Borneo.
Borneo, the green, yeah, that's beautiful. And what they did on these, because um, they went, they took images of like Borneo, of the rainforest, right? And then they made it into this sublimation. If you see the picture that Cross used to do this, it's really amazing how they captured that, all the way down from the lush green forest down to the river edge, which is where it gets into a little more of the browns. Very cool colors, very unique. If you have this pen, everybody will know it's yours.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I love
Diana,
it.
some people are asking about the fading of the Botanica. They have one and they said the print is fading. Is that something that we can take care of?
Absolutely. I haven't seen one myself, but if there's ever anything like that with the finish, you can send it into Cross. If you have it under a lot of, I don't know, like lights that would be very, very bright, that I would think that could happen to some of the sublimations, but it does have a lacquer coating over it. So if you feel you have a problem, please go ahead and send it into Cross. I mean, or send, give it to Atlas and they will, send it in for you.
Yeah. We have some envelopes that explain the whole process of how to send your fine writing instrument for repair if it's covered under the mechanical guarantee. But yeah, that's one thing I do want to hit on, Diana, is how good you guys are with your warranty process. I mean, seriously, you guys are by far the best in the industry in a sense that if there's any issue, you guys will guarantee it and back it up. And the process is so smooth. You just get the envelope from a retailer that has the return address. You, let's say, put $10 in for shipping. You send it back, and then you'll either get a new one or they'll repair it for you.
Yeah, right. And if you have sentimental value to your pen, say your grandpa gave it, you want it only repaired, make sure you include that in there, and they will, they will make sure they return it. If it's a very old pen and they don't have, let's say you got a part on place and they don't have it, they will return your old pen if you say it's got sentimental value, and then they work with you to get you a pen of the same value that you might like. So it's really, and I mean, it's what made Cross famous, really. We've always had a lifetime mechanical guarantee, and it's real. And throughout my career with Cross, it's made my life really easy. So I have a problem. I never even worry about it. I said, oh, okay, we'll take care of that for you. So
Absolutely.
yeah,
Absolutely. And the process is always very consistent.
right.
It's smooth. It doesn't take much energy. And, when dealing fine writing instruments of all kinds, having that type of backup from you guys just makes our lives a lot easier as well. So
And
make
then
sure you guys,
it
oh
could be a
yeah,
40-year-old pen. It could be a 40-year-old pen. So never throw
that's
one.
awesome.
Never
That's
throw it,
awesome.
and they'll take care of it. Yeah.
Perfect. So you guys, if you have any questions, shoot us a direct message. We'll get you taken care of. But perfect. Do you have anything else you want to say about the Wanderlust or the Botanica? I know we kind of jumped around. I was excited
Yeah, I
to.
know. That's okay. I think that when you this is like a mini pen show, right? So
Yeah.
when you're talking to people, you get excited. You look at this, you look at that. That's fine. I mean, if somebody hasn't seen Wanderlust, I would love it if they could get into your store, and actually see it, because it is that cool and that unique. You know.
It's slick. Definitely slick. One of the best selling pens in our shop. We're very fortunate. We literally just re-upped right before the event, so we were down to like literally 2 models.
Well, I think we did talk about it in our last Instagram thing, so that might have helped.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we usually keep these, just so people know. We usually, when we do a special edition like this, I mean, they're not limited editions; they're just special editions. But that might last for 2 years, maybe 3 if it goes really well, and then it goes away. So if you want one, you should, go ahead and get it, because it may not be around forever. The Botanicas, we've changed the colors. We had one that was called, it was like a goldenrod. Was so popular, but it's gone. You can't get it anymore. So if there's one you've been wanting, you may want to
You got to pull the trigger and grab it now. Perfect. Perfect. Let's see. Next up, so we did the Wanderlust. We briefly talked about the ATXs. Let's jump back into this. I know you went
Yeah.
over the two new ones. What's
Right.
the deal with the ATX and how did it get its name?
Okay. Well, let me tell you about ATX. So just how it got its name. Our company name is AT Cross. Okay. So somebody at the headquarters got a little lazy, and they were writing ATX. The letter X.
Yeah.
And this is how crazy sometimes games come, get evolve or become. And so that's how it became ATX. And it was designed actually for our European market, and mostly for the fountain pen. It's an awesome fountain pen for the price. I think it's what is that a retail around 100 or 95, something like that,
Yeah.
for the fountains. And it's a wider diameter, but it's light in weight. So that's really nice because some people want a little wider pen, but they don't want the heaviness of another type of pen. Say our Townsend line is heavy. Some people, you put that in their hand, go, oh, that's real heavy. And then some people go, oh, that's a good feeling pen. So ATX is lighter in weight, but wider in diameter. Writes great, has a ball pen roller and fountain in all the colors. And it's one that we have had lots of colors in over the years. I mean, we used to have a bright yellow in it. It was a whole bright yellow, green, and like a summery type colors. So we've done a lot. Yes, it continues to be an awesome pen, well priced.
Absolutely. Off the top of my head, I want to say, after the sale price, it's like $70 to $80 or something
Wow.
like that. And I mean, for sub 100 after the sale price, that's insane. And the pen is
Yeah.
fantastic, and
And
you
there's
really can't go wrong.
the fountain takes a converter or cartridge, so you can use both, as most of all of our fountain pens do.
Okay, perfect. And just to say it on the record, Cross uses proprietary refills, correct, for
Yes,
ballpoint rollers and fountains,
yes.
in which you'll see right here, we're always very generously stocked. Being located where we are, right in the loop of a big corporate area, the business district, Cross does very well. So we're constantly getting refills off the wall and handing them. So I always like to suggest with the pen purchase, you might as well buy a pack of cartridges or a refill just to have one. It definitely it makes it easier. So then you don't have to put up with me more than once.
Well, here's another cool thing. Like if you're buying a pen as a gift, and if you buy an extra refill, lift up the platform. You can take it out of its package and just slide it in there and tell the recipient that here, there's another refill in there, and it makes it a really
Perfect.
gift.
Absolutely, absolutely, and it's a nice, generous thing to do. So.
Right.
Perfect. And speaking of refills, as of about a year ago, I know you guys did something big with the rollerball refills. You came out with a .5 millimeter, so a
Yeah.
fine refill, which is new, right?
Right, and I didn't know how much of a demand it was and how it's going to be, but we have to get the word out. So it
Yeah.
was up to .7, okay?
Yeah.
And let me just tell you, with the Cross rollerball, we call it, actually, it's our trade name is Select Tip Rollerball because there's many different refills that you can select and use for the point. So um, there is, of course, the gel rollers, and they come in a variety of colors: red, blue, black, purple. And now they come in the .7 or the .5. And the .5, I'll tell you, when I show somebody that, they love it. Also, you can, if you don't want to use a roller ball, you can use a jumbo ballpoint refill, so you can turn it into a ballpoint, or you can use uh, a porous point, which is like a felt tip. So there's a variety of colors in that as well. So that's why we call it a select tip roller ball. That's what our and it really means that you can do so many things with it. So sometimes too, but after they're not, the roller ball is an excellent choice because you can, the recipient can then go and put whatever kind of refill that they want. So it's kind of a good idea.
It's almost like a build your own. You
Yeah.
get three different pens in one pen body, essentially,
Yes.
is what it is. So a lot of cool variation, and it's nice to have the choice to switch it up. I do know it's a low-key thing with those porous points, the felt tips. Once people jump on them, that's all they want to use, and
You have
they
those.
won't go back.
Yeah, that's all they want, right? That'll come in.
Exactly.
Yeah, when I am working at Atlas in the store, I can't believe how many reefs are sold in one day. I mean, there's lots of people coming in for them, and they have such a good stock. That's if we ever have a complaint, a lot of people say, I can't find a refill. And it's just because people don't know where to go, but believe me, Atlas has them, and that's a great
We've
thing.
got them all.
And it's all fresh because they have a long shelf life. They have a 3-year shelf life in case you buy one and you say, well, I haven't used it. They do have a 3-year shelf life, and ballpoints will go on even longer than that. But they're turning their stock so fast, you always have to.
Absolutely. And moving in, somebody's asking about why Cross offers 2 separate converters. It looks like one is a screw in and one is a push in.
That's correct.
Yeah, the screw in I think goes to the Townsend.
No, just the opposite. The push goes into Townsend. And the reason for that was when Cross came many years ago, when Townsend, I think they're 30 years old or something. No, they're probably 25. It's probably 25 or 26 years old. Anyway, when we first came out with Townsend, we wanted to have a wonderful fountain pen. And Cross, it's not a secret. The fountain pen nib on Townsend is actually a Pelican. And so the push-in style was what would go in with that Pelican, so it would fit. So it's always had a push-in. Most of the other pens, though, have a screw-in, use the screw-in style converter. So there are 2, and it does say on the package which one to get, for which.
Yeah, thank goodness it did, because I would have just got that wrong. Yeah, so for basically all Cross fountain pens except. And then this one is, this is the for Cross except the Townsend. This one is for the Townsend. So it really clears things up, because I know sometimes it's a tricky game, especially if you're a collector and you have all different brands, all different pen models per brand, what goes with what. And it's real nice. Something as simple as that little design on the back really saves me from a lot of stress. I will tell you that.
Well, we only had like one. It was okay, but then we have a fountain pen in almost every line that we have. So,
yeah.
Absolutely.
And somebody's asking, do the Townsend still use the Pelican nibs? Yes, they do.
We still do.
Perfect.
And even though we're not talking about Peerless, because we're talking about nibs, Peerless is a sailor nib. Okay. So, and then the rest we do make, and we do make the rest of them ourselves. Some of that stuff they don't talk about, it's not in writing, but that's, it's catalog. But
well, to the collectors, I mean, Pelican nibs and sailor nibs are some of the best nibs out there, especially in terms of one of the best Japanese nibs, one of the best European nibs, German nibs. And I must say, I mean, they just write so well. So you guys, you're still getting that same writing experience with such a nice, classy body, and it just really puts the entire package together, I must say. Diana, let's actually jump into the Townsend.
Okay. All right.
Or you know what? Do you want to actually I know the Wanderlust and the Botanicas are Century 2s, but let's actually go from size. So from the smaller size in the Classic Century, then we'll go up to the Peerless. So let's actually do the Classic Centuries real quick, if you don't mind.
Well, the Classic Century is what made Cross famous, and our 10-karat gold-filled pen was just, the pen. It was the businessman's pen forever. And at one time, Cross was only sold in jewelry stores because we only had precious metals. And so when I say precious metals, I mean like gold, 12, 14, 18 karat gold, sterling silver. But then we, this is many years ago, but we started going on and making other styles. And so Brendan was holding the black and gold. That is the classic black. So the 10-karat gold and that classic black, and then an all chrome is probably a popular, century slim pen. But then we've made a lot of different colors too. We also have some new colors out. We have, in the stealth. So I have those here, and they're kind of cool. It is a pen and pencil in this. It should be, desire to have the pencil as well. And it's 0.5 millimeters, but it also has, I don't know if you see it, it has a micro pearl at the bottom, just what the finger grip is. So on this one, because it's slim, it just gives it a little more something to hold on to. But there are so many people who love the Century size. You might say, oh, I don't want a small pen. But believe me, there's a lot. It's one of our #1 selling lines is the Century. So a ballpoint and a 0.5 millimeter pencil, which retracts, extends and retracts just by turning the top of the cap. So that's new in that. Let's see. And then we go on to Century 2.
Let's do it. Yeah.
Okay. So Century Slim, Century 2 is the next size up. That's what Wanderlust is, plus all these other colors that he's showing you. I love that plum. That plum that's newer color last year, and that has been super successful. A lot of the pens, the plum, the blue, they have rhodium plated appointments, and the black as well. So that is not just a chrome appointment. That's actually rhodium, which is a precious metal, as expensive as gold. And then if you hop over to the white one, that has a gold-plated appointments, everything on that. There's also a black lacquer with gold. So, there's a lot of finishes in Century 2. Century 2 just seems to, it just seems to grow all the time, even if we don't put a new color out. Because it's just, once people try it, it's almost that perfect size. And
it's definitely a nice standard size. I agree with that.
Don't you? I mean, and if you're giving a gift and you're not sure, maybe you want to just use a Century 2 because it's good for male, female. But mm-hmm. I really like it. It's very pretty, and we've done a lot with it. I'm looking at some of my case here, as Brennan's showing them too, and we've had presidents use these and everything else. This black with gold. That's all gold appointments. The blue one here, I don't know if you saw it up close, but this is another one just like the plum that has the rhodium plated appointments. So very, very, very nice, very classy. Even the finger grips, down here in the pen tips, that's all rhodium plated, on the roller balls and stuff. So you're getting a nice quality metal pen. You can drop these pens and they're not going to crack on you because they are metal, and they're just awesome.
Someone was asking, does Cross make resin pens? And the only thing I could think of is maybe the Bailey Lights. I don't know. Do you guys have any resin pens?
Over the years, we've made lots of resin pens. Sorry, I just kind of went away from the camera. We've made lots of resin pens, and Bailey and Bailey Light are resins. So, yeah, they're lightweight. They're a little bit lesser expensive than an all-metal pen, but they still, of course, it still has a lifetime guarantee, and they still have all the other features, and they're awesome. I mean, mm-hmm. They really are. Yeah,
absolutely.
So we used to make one what was called Solo and Solo Classic. This is way back. Okay, so we've had lots of resin pens over the years.
Perfect. It's not really Cross's go-to style, but it's nice to have that option to shop for a metal or a resin pen if you prefer resin pens.
That's right. Perfect. You can do it with colors and stuff, too.
Yeah.
And
absolutely.
Like the Bailey Lights, that's got all the fun colors.
Some brighter colors, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, they are. But you never know what they're going to come out with.
Hey, that's the beautiful thing. Cross is always keeping us guessing, on our feet, ready to rock. Perfect. So, okay, we did the Century 2s, and I have to say, on average, I think the Century 2 is between Century 2 and ATX. Those are the top two models sold here in Chicago. Just because, again, the size of the pen, it's a very equilibrium type pen. The balance is perfect for essentially anybody. So perfect. Let's move into the Townsends.
Century, well, let me just say Century 2 pricing is also very good too. I mean, you can get, the fountain pens I think are about $130 retail on most of those.
So they come out to just right above 100. And I mean, in terms of where we're at price point in fountain pens, that's a killer deal. Killer deal. And you get a super nice gift box as well. So Cross is superior with their gift boxes. We have all those gift bags if you shop in store. So it really provides the entire experience. So perfect. So yeah, moving into the Townsends, I have a few here, and I also have some of the special ones, the Zodiac, which we'll hit. I've got that matte black Townsend, which I don't know if that's still being made, but what do we got here?
Well, that one that I think you have was a special edition. But do you have the micromural one? Is that the micromural?
I do not. No, you do right there. This is the one that came out, I think, in December, maybe? I don't know. We brought this for the event.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So what does that retail for? I can't remember.
This, so I think about $195. The sale price is $156.
Okay. So and so that's an all black that we came out with. But we're also coming out with the micro knurl in Townsend. Now this on my screen when I look at it looks kind of bluish, but it's actually an all black still, you know. So we're doing that in Townsend. So if you like a little bigger, weightier pen, Townsend's for you, you know, because it is awesome. I personally use a lot of bigger pens, so I love Townsend. I'm only 5'2", so you know it doesn't matter really how tall you are or big you are. It just depends what you like. So what feels good to you, and that feels really good. When you hold a Townsend in your hand, it's weighted in back balance, so there's a lot of weight on the back. That's just how it was designed. So it's either you either like it or you don't like it, you know, depending on that. But it's awesome. We have many colors in Townsend and have done all kinds of things with it over the years. With all of our, we did a limited edition of Star Wars. We have done different colors. We've done our zodiacs in them. Brendan was bringing that up.
Oh my goodness, look at that, Diana. Look how
Yeah.
pretty that is.
That is beautiful. It's the year of the rat is in 2020, okay? And these are just awesome. These are all metal pens, lacquered, and then this design is created by usually a different artist every year, and then it's actually engraved and then filled with gold and then lacquered. This year we did it in the I have to bring this up because we did it in two different styles. We did it in the Townsend, but we also did it in the Sauvage, which is a line that we had many years ago, and just as beautiful and classy looking on that. Year of the Pig. Now, I don't have this sample yet, but it'll come out in October. It's going to be the Year of the Ox for 2021.
Oh, nice.
And listen to this, though, Brendan. The color is purple.
Wow.
Never had a purple one, and it's going to be really cool.
That's going to be a big hit.
Yeah, the design of him is of the ox is like he looks pretty strong, you know, like sometimes like the monkey was kind of whimsical, but you know the rat actually is very it's a kind of classic and beautiful, really. And you know in the zodiacs they all mean something good. There's always something good about them, you know what they do.
Absolutely. So the ox will be in the Sauvage and in the Townsend.
Yes. It's going to be in
okay.
But only one color, two lines, you know, two
Okay.
styles. Okay.
Perfect.
That'll be out for October. And then also for everybody watching, let's say you were a dragon. All right. The dragon was the first one we came out with. I think it's going to be 10 years now. We're almost to the end of the whole zodiac.
Wow.
Through Brendan, you could call and he could special order. We made a limited amount of all of the year ofs in rollerball only. I'm sorry, it's not in fountains, but rollerball only. For so people who didn't, or all of a sudden they found out about it and they're collecting them, but they didn't know about it 3 years ago. So we do have people that buy one every single year. So if you are interested in the rollerball in any of the year ofs, contact Brendan. I do it right away because they didn't make that many. But
they'll go quickly.
Yeah.
Cool. That's awesome. I mean, you guys, basically Cross is handing you the entire set. So make sure you guys jump on that. I can't imagine that this offer will be, long lasting, or I can't imagine it'll happen again unless you guys do like another 10 years and you repeat the cycle.
I don't know what the plans are marketing wise, if they're going to continue on, but we're committed to do the 12, of course.
Yeah.
But it's been pretty successful for us. And like when I said the dragon, that was the first one we came out with. That when we sold out of it like in a few months, it was terrible, really, because we only made so many and that was it. And that's what we do. We make so many, and then they stop manufacturing them in the spring. They come out in the fall before, it'll come out 21 will come out October of 20. They'll stop making it in the spring. They sell down. If it sells out, it's gone. That's kind of how it works.
Once it's gone, it's gone.
Yes, it is. But
Perfect.
5 rollerball onlys, just so, because I can't tell you how many requests we have and how many times I've tried to find pens for a consumer all over the place, and maybe everybody sold out, too. So this is a way to get those.
So here's the roller right here.
Yeah. Here's the Sauvage version.
Beautiful. Yeah, this has been one of the prettiest pens we've ever shown. It's even got the Swarovski crystal on top.
Yes, in the Townsend, that's right. I should have mentioned that. The Townsend has the crystal. But if you do get one that's in the Sauvage style, it'll have the, I don't know if you can stand them. I've got to fold
It's
it
got
right.
the marking on there.
Yes, it's got the symbol for whatever the character, is.
Absolutely.
It's beautiful.
Perfect. All right. So those are
And,
more of the special ones.
yeah,
Now, of course, we have our black lacquer, which is just very traditional. One of the most popular pens. Simple,
it is.
clean, very easy to gift.
Absolutely. It's a black lacquer with rhodium. So all of the silver that you see on there is rhodium. Again, that's a precious metal. And it's beautiful. And that pen has, I can't tell you how many people have, you know, purchased that pen because it's one of the most popular. It used to be the black and gold. Then, style wise, people got a little away from gold and went to more silver appointments, but we still sell the black and gold as well. And Townsend's just been a super, super success for Cross. We have sterling silver, we have 10 karat gold, so we have a lot of colors and in that, all in a ball pen roller and fountain for every one of them. Oh, that's one of my favorites, the platinum. Oh my gosh. I love that design that's on there. I just think that's beautiful. And of course, with platinum, it never tarnishes, so it's always shiny and pretty, you know.
Yeah,
Ster-
that is sweet. Oh my goodness.
excuse me. Sterling is it's a precious metal, and it patinas. The more you use it, the you don't have to worry about the polishing as much. But with the platinum, it always stays nice shiny. What you're looking at there on the screen with Brendan is it's a two-tone nib. It is an 18 karat gold nib. So gold nib, and then they strategically placed rhodium over there to make over it to make that pretty pattern of the two-tone. So when you get into the manufacturing of pens, there's a lot of work in all these pens, and what makes them special and stuff. And it's pretty cool. It really.
Someone's asking, this is a engraving window, so you can engrave right here. That's why it's not matching the rest of the pattern. So this
Right.
is offered on the majority of pens because you can't engrave on a piece that's already engraved.
That's right. If on like some of the well, a couple of the new stealth ones, they don't have an engraving panel. But if you saw that engraved, and we would on that pen, the best thing to do would be to deep fill it with black. It is so sharp, and we offer a variety of fonts. But it looks really beautiful, and it really makes it your own. And right now with everything going on with this crazy COVID and all that stuff, there's never been a better time than to have your own pen. Everybody should be carrying their own pen so that they don't have
Agreed.
somebody else's to sign a check or restaurant or wherever you might be doing. So a great time to make sure that everybody has their own pen. And then if some people don't want to put names on it, and that's fine. But some people do, just so that if they do set it down, you're more apt to have someone return it.
Absolutely. Well, perfect. Let's move into, I think all we've got left is the Peerless. I know that the quartz blue, which I don't have today, that's a really, really sought after finish in a pen. I know that that material has been on back order. So Diana, I don't know if you guys are healthy on it, but you guys, we have the quartz blue, which if she has it, she'll show. We're completely out of stock, but you can always hit that send an email notification once it's back in stock. Yeah. So what's going on with the Peerless?
So let me tell you about Peerless. So Peerless is our widest diameter pen, but it's perfectly balanced. It's a little different than Townsend. Townsend is weighted in the back, but at this size of diameter, if it was weighted in the back, it would feel awkward. It is awesome. All of the appointments on this blue or the black are platinum plated. So these and the the titanium gray that you're holding up there, Brendan, those are all platinum plated appointments. They all have a crystal in the top. The blue has a blue Swarovski crystal. The black has a black, and the titanium gray is more of that gray color. It's just a little added touch. It's not feminine in any way, but it is an awesome pen. What are the retails on these again, Brendan? Do you remember?
I think about 350 for the fountain, something like that.
Yeah, ballpoint points are.
I've got the sale price right here. After the 20 off, it looks like the Peerless comes to 280. The fountain 280, the roller 126, the ballpoint 94. So really nice value. And keep in mind, you got the Sailor nibs on the fountains as well.
That's right. So these are metal pens with either lacquer or like I'm holding the gold one, which is the gold plated, finish here. Beautiful, beautiful nibs. It's a big nib too on there. And I love to, Brenda, remember I always take that nib and go like this. Let me show you. Do I have something here? I don't. Where's my? Okay, so here's the fountain pen. If you go like this with the nib of the Sailor, it's so darn smooth. It's just awesome. It's good, and there's a lot of different point sizes.
Yeah, that is nice. So, Diana, I always like to show mine. This is one that Brian gifted me for my graduation from
What a nice
college.
brother.
This is actually my first ever fountain pen. So, I jumped in super heavy into the game. This is the Platinum on Platinum. I don't know if it's made anymore, but you got
that one was retired, but that was a cool looking one. It really was. It's just beautiful. And being platinum, it stays shiny. You've had it, how long have you had it? For quite a few years now,
yeah,
right?
like 2 to 3 years, and I've never polished it.
Yeah, don't have to.
I have not polished it one time, and it's still looking brand new.
But Peerless is an awesome, awesome pen. It's one of our premier pieces.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I love it. We've also done a few different special editions in Peerless. Like I don't even know if there's any more of these left. We did a Darth Vader in it. You can see the little Darth Vader thing. You don't have any more of these, do you?
Sold out. We even reordered. Yeah. Sold out both times.
More available, but we did do that. So it's just to make everybody.
I've left it on our website though, Diana. So people can inquire, and if they're interested, they can just shoot me a message, and we'll see if it's available still. But yeah, the Star Wars pens that you guys do every year, they're always a hot commodity. So.
Yeah, we won't, and we're not going to be doing them forever. We've done it for a long time, and now they will continue to do all of that. But we also have done the Foundry 47, and this is it replicates all of the design details of an AK-47, and then it'll have a number on the side, which is the number is of the AK-47. I'll have to tell you a little story, but it's a different numbering on every single one. So what the program is they take AK-47s out of Africa, they buy them back, and they are actually dismantled and destroyed. And this program's been going on for a while. And in the very top, what Brendan was showing you on the very top, that is actual melted down AK-47. So the AK-47, there's a lot of plastic in that gun, so there's not a lot of usable metal. But this is actually the metal from it, and it's stamped with the Foundry 47 logo. And it's just a cool pen. This pen has been purchased by people who love guns and people who don't love guns. It's kind of cool. But that's what it's all about. That's what the program's about. And it's been a nice program. And that's not going to go on forever. We've had this for quite a few years. So if anybody's interested in it and kind of like thinking, ooh, I might want it. I've always wanted one. It would be a good idea on some of these. They're not going to be around forever.
Absolutely. And, Diana, I almost forgot. We do actually have the X series and the Tech 3. Okay. I know the Liberty United program is also going on with the X right here. I've only got the gunmetal. But can you tell us a little bit about these pens right here?
Yeah, so they are a wider diameter version of, if anybody knows about what Edge is. So it's a roller ball. As you can see how Brendan's demonstrating it. It opens and closes that way to extend the refill or to retract it. Because the gel roller balls are they're gel, they can they don't have to be cast. But it also can take a jumbo ballpoint refill as well. So we started off making these in the plain version, and then we went ahead and made some special edition pieces. You can see some Star Wars pieces that we have, and then what we were talking about before was Liberty United, which that is for guns in the U.S., for illegal guns, not for all guns, just illegal guns that the police confiscate. Chicago is a beneficiary area of that program. What it is their proceeds go to programs for at-risk kids to try and keep kids off the streets and stuff like that, so they can have a little better. and it's been a good program. Yeah, yeah, the Star Wars, that's awesome. Their pieces being different colors, they're very cool. Um, so that we are also, now let me tell you this, I don't have the sample, but I'm supposed to get all kinds of samples next week, unfortunately, Brendan. But there's going to be a camo version.
An X pen in a camo.
Yeah, it's going to be a blue, a black, and a green camo version, and
Wow. How is
it's
anybody gonna
full
see
of them,
them?
and it's mimicking styles and clothing and stuff like that. And yeah,
Yeah.
I think it'll do probably pretty well. But that's coming out for in September.
Wow. That's gonna be
So
big.
let me just tell the audience that just so that they know, Cross introduces new product twice a year, spring and fall. So we do actually come out with a lot of either new colors or sometimes whole new styles. So be on the lookout because it's spring and fall and it's fun. And Cross also owns Schaefer and they're doing the same thing with Schaefer as well.
Mhm.
So there'll be two introductions a year.
Absolutely. So it's good. You're getting a lot of product cycling in, and you see a lot of different designs. I know Star Wars is the thing right now for Cross, but prior it was like Marvel. So it's really exciting
Marvel.
to see. Yeah.
But
Cool.
they don't stay around forever, so they do come and go.
Yeah, I get
Because
calls. I get calls like, "Oh, do you have that Captain America pen?" I'm like, "Nah, that was like 4 years ago, dude. I'm sorry."
yeah, yeah.
um,
That program.
yeah, real quick. So I have some notebooks and inks, but the last thing I want to talk about real quick is actually just the Tech 3,
Oh
the
yeah.
multi-function.
So I did show I have the green here, the new green. I don't can you see on my phone it doesn't look very green, but it's beautiful green, and
Mm-hmm.
it's actually what they did. It's a metal pen that's been the actual design was etched into that, and then it's clear coat green with other coats of lacquer over it. So you don't really feel the texturing as much as it might look. But these are the two new colors, so the green and the blue story in the Tech 3. So it's a multi-function, and we're doing something a little different with it, Brendan, as we go forward with Tech 3s. So Tech 3 always comes with a stylus cap, but we are now on the new styles going to give a solid cap as well. So the solid cap will be on the pen now, and the stylus will be under. So you can switch it out if you don't want the stylus. You don't have to use it if you
You
want
get
it.
more of the complete pen look
Right.
without the stylus.
What it looks like without the stylus. So we will have both in the boxes on any of the new ones, and then as inventory is cycled through and even the black will then eventually have both stylus tops. But what it is, it's a multifunction. So it has a 0.5 millimeter pencil. It comes with a blue ink and black ink and red ink. And then there's also blue ink should you wish to change it. So
Correct.
as you turn the top of the cap, it just will keep cycling around. I'll show you I think I showed it. The different tips will just come out. So it's really cool. Then when you screw off the top, there's actually an eraser. Did you make a mistake?
How could anybody ever make a mistake?
So, so anyway, but it's really cool. It's been around for a while, but Tech 3 has been very successful. It's kind of in the mid-size, range for diameter, and just really great. So, maybe somebody always had a pen and pencil set, but they don't use the pencil as much, and they just but they still want to have one. This is a great way. Plus, a lot of engineering type people and tech people and like teachers because they can use red ink and blue ink. So awesome pen for all of that, all your needs in one.
Perfect.
So those are some of the new colors.
So you guys, again, if you see something in the video and we're not showing it online, shoot us a direct message. We'll get you taken care of. Diana, for the sake of time, I just briefly want to just talk about the ink. I know Cross offers a wide variety of ink, and then also some newer notebooks out right now that we do have on our website. This comes out to only about $20.80, I think, after the sale price. That is just killer.
So tell them about the side panel because that makes a difference on that. That might make somebody. So what it has, if you can look on the spine of that, there is a place to put a pen. So that kind of
I can't really show. I'm doing my best. This one I don't have open, but you can kind of see it.
So you get the Townsend and Peerless do not fit in there. I'll just tell you right. They're a little too large. but most every other pen can slide right down in there. So it just helps to keep your pen really handy and keep it, there for you. It is acid-free paper. It is very thick paper, and pretty much we've tried with fountain pens and everything, and we've done that in the store, right, Brendan? We've done in the store where people tried it, and
Yep.
it doesn't bleed through. So it's a really nice piece.
Very fountain pen friendly.
Yeah, it has a ribbon bookmark in there as well, and also has a really nice pocket in the back. So should you want to put receipts or whatever, whatever you're doing, throw some things in the back. It's a very handy notebook. Has a closure as well with the elastic closure.
Perfect. And it's kind of, would you describe it as a hardcover or soft cover?
Well, it's an in-between cover, isn't it? Because it's not real leather, of course, because it would be very expensive, but it's a very good and feels good in your hand.
It's like, I describe it as like a thick, soft cover, if that makes sense. Like, it's not really as bendable, but it's still soft. It's quite odd, actually.
You can lay it, like you can lay it flat when it's open. Especially for leather, that's a problem.
Absolutely.
Flat. So.
Perfect. Diana, I think that's going to do it for Cross. So we managed to go through almost everything. So it's very impressive.
It was a lot. So thank you, everybody, for listening to all that.
Yeah. So now we'll do arguably some of the fans' most favorite part, the trivia. So
right.
You guys know how this works. I'm going to do the disclaimer while you guys throw an emoji in the chat to make sure we are ready. We aren't keeping track of total tallies anymore. That was for July, so we're just doing some raw trivia here. And how this will work is Diana's going to ask the questions. You guys will submit the answers. The person who submits the correct answer first in the chat that pops up on my screen will win that respective prize. If you do win, we'll contact you after the takeovers, and we'll ship the prize out at no cost. Keep in mind, you do have to live in the U.S. to win. So, perfect. Diana, if you're ready, do you have the questions with you?
I have them right here, and they're terribly hard.
Oh, good. So for the first question, we're going to be giving away across. We'll do the blue-black ink bottle. Boom. All right, Diana, you're up.
All right. So we mentioned this, and we need to have it worded correctly. Okay. What type of guarantee does Cross have on our right?
So we're looking for what type of warranty does Cross offer on their products, and we need the correct spelling and the exact phrase. And you did give this one away mid-video.
Nope.
So let's see who was listening.
Fun.
I guess you guys are like half right. we need everything, you guys. So obviously the crowd knows that it is a lifetime, but there's a few more words a part of that. I'm getting closer.
Yeah, the one almost sounds like it came out of the brochure.
Oh, somebody copy and pasted, it looks like off Cross. But that's not what we're looking for. Okay. Diana, I'm thinking that's on the website. I'm thinking that's on the Cross's website.
It's pretty much everywhere. That's pretty much
okay,
everywhere.
So you guys, that's still, although I will say that is correct, that is not what we're looking for. All right, we might have to give a clue. All right, here we go. How can we give a clue? We're looking for 3 words, and lifetime is indeed one of them.
It's one of the words. It is one of the words.
So lifetime is the first word we're looking for. There's 2 more words afterwards. All right, Rocky, you have one of the words in there. So that's another word we're looking for. Lifetime blank blank. This is good. I'm happy that this is more of a difficult question.
I'm sorry, I thought it was easy.
Hey, to be fair, you did say it in the video, though.
Yeah.
All right, so
Oh,
lifetime,
there you go.
boom. That's what we're looking for. Patel Ved 220, lifetime mechanical guarantee.
Right. That's exactly
Perfect.
that's the right wording for it. And I see some people got some things out of the brochures and stuff. But
Yeah,
lifetime
so
is actually very prominent everywhere when you see cross.
perfect. So you guys, that's what we were looking for. Kudos to all of you, though. You guys dug deep. But congrats to Patel Ved 220, if I'm saying your name correctly. You just won the Cross Blue Black ink bottle. Moving on to the second and final question for Cross. We are giving away, this is big, Diana. This is a big one. We are giving away a Cross ATX in the brushed chrome finish, the fountain pen.
Nice. That's a good one.
Perfect. So here we go. I think they're ready. I know they've got quick fingers, so let's do it.
Question number 2. What is the color story for cross in 2020? What is our color story for cross?
And this is another one that I know you explained mid-video. So let's see. Let's see what's going on. So we are looking for, what is the color story for Cross 2020? Should we give them a clue that there's more than one? Well, too late. I just did.
There's 3 colors that are highlighted, featured this year.
Okay, so we're looking for 3 colors.
Yeah, we make lots of colors, but you know.
We'll see if people start just matching up 3 colors. Get lucky here.
Yeah.
Oh, somebody's very close.
Yeah.
Somebody is very close. Oh,
Oh,
I think I'm gonna give it to Mr. Masks.
yeah. I
So
think that's
green, blue, and stealth, otherwise black. So we'll award it to you, Mr. Masks. Congratulations.
oh, that was
Funny.
fun.
It's funny they got that question. I thought that was more difficult than the lifetime guarantee. So
No, because we kind of wanted that exact wording, but they all knew. I think it's awesome that everybody pretty much knew that cross had a lifetime guarantee.
absolutely, absolutely. So congratulations to Mr. Masks. We were looking for the green, blue, black, otherwise known as stealth. So Diana, that's gonna do it. Do you have anything you want to say before you sign off?
I want to thank everybody for joining us, and it was awesome, and we appreciate it, and hope everybody is happy and staying well. So
Perfect. All right, Diana, I'm going to sign you off. We'll see you at 2 p.m. Central Time for Schaefer, okay?
will do. All right, thank you. Bye-bye. Till then.
All right, you guys. So that's going to do it for the Cross Virtual Takeover. Thank you to all of you who did tune in. Make sure you tune in at 2 p.m. Central Time as we review the entire collection of Schaefer. So we also do have a couple more trivia prizes that will go down and we will give away at 2 p.m. And I want to remind you to please take advantage of the promotion we have going on for Cross and Schaefer. If you use the promo code, I think it's Cross Takeover, something like that. It's listed on our website. You will get an additional 15% that will be stacked on the already 20% off Cross and Schaefer products. So that is a massive deal. That will expire this Sunday at 11:59 p.m. Central Time. So please go take advantage of it, you guys. We really want you to explore and try out the Cross and Schaefer pens. But that's it from me right now, guys. We'll see you in a couple hours. Stay smooth. Practice social space, safe space, whatever you want to call it. And we'll see you shortly, all right? Peace.